What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today's video, I want to talk about on the Tira podcast. I want to talk about Ahmed Belloso, the face of On the Tira. I have to start with, every time I do talk about Ahmed Belloso, I always bring up the fact that he's basically a lightning rod, right? People either love him or hate him. There's no in between with this guy, right? For most people. He's been attacked for every little thing. I saw him having to answer the question on whether or not he was Arab because his first name is Ahmed.
What?
And, you know, having been on social media for as long as I have been, I get it. People are going to dislike you without ever meeting you, without ever knowing anything about you. Anything that's said about you negatively, they're going to run with it as fact. And, you know, nobody's going to ever shake them from that, regardless if it's true or not. So, you know, he's dealing with a lot of hate. But like most of us, and the reason why we continue to do what we do is because we get so much more love than hate, right? So this morning I turn on YouTube. I go scrolling through YouTube, and one of the first things I see is Ahmed Belloso was live from the hospital. I was doing something as I was scrolling, and so I didn't immediately click on it. But I eventually wound up going back about 20, 30 minutes later, clicking on it. And when I clicked on it, he was asking for prayers. He was also talking about they are going to be starting a GoFundMe to help him in his battle with cancer. He posted his Cash App. He posted his, I think his Venmo. I don't know. He posted a lot of different things. And he said for those who can, it's appreciated. And he said prayers are just as good. But my thing is, I don't think people understand. I mean, I know people don't understand. Some do, but most don't. I don't know Ahmed Belloso. I don't know his background. I know he said he served over 20 years in prison. I did as well. And I don't think people understand that those of us that live that lifestyle and were fortunate enough to grow up, we realize we owe a debt to society. We owe a debt to the community. And we owe a debt to our victims. And so I think with Ahmed Belloso, him fighting cancer, battling with cancer, knowing death is around the corner. You know, we all know death is around the corner, but when you're fighting cancer, man, that's a whole nother ball game, whole nother level right there, right? So when he does the baby Emmanuel stories, he's going to go all out. He may make some mistakes in his zeal to try to get the facts, to try to get to the bottom of it. Because he has a debt to society. And doing those things, I don't think he has any evil intentions. And I think people don't get that part. What the hell is that guy doing out there, this and that? He's trying. You know what? That's what he's doing. He's trying. Look at lately. Once he backed away from the story, there's very few people still talking about it, right? That's what mainstream media will do. And so the other day he announced he was going to go and he was going to investigate some stuff. I don't know what came of it. Maybe nothing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he put anything out about it, but I get it. I get someone who used to brutalize people in the community wanting to leave this earth, knowing they did what they could to try to make things right, to try to do good things. I heard him in the live today say he has pneumonia. He said he's coughing up blood. I don't know what type of cancer he has, but I know people that are battling that disease, their immune system is going to be compromised. And so getting pneumonia can be very, very, very dangerous. I don't know what he was in the hospital for today. I don't know if it was because of the pneumonia. I don't know if it's a treatment that he does monthly or weekly. I don't know. I just know I saw his live. And as I was listening and I was seeing all the love he was getting in the comments, I said, you know what? Again, I don't know this guy, but I think I have an understanding of why he does what he does. There's going to be people that say, oh, he just does it for the money. Well, that's his job. No one ever tells their boss, hey, you know what, man? I think this month I'm going to work for free. No. We all have bills. We all have responsibilities. So if he can give back to the community and make money in the process, who am I to knock him? Who are we to knock him? What's the alternative? He goes back to hustling, robbing, shooting, stabbing, killing, hurting people. He doesn't want to do that. We don't want him or anyone else doing that, right? So how about in this current time of so much hostility, how about we all, I said this the other day and I'm going to say it again. How about we all start having some compassion for our fellow man? How about when we have a thought of judgment towards another man or woman, we immediately ask ourselves, man, do I want to be judged like that? Because a lot of us, man, we're so quick to notice the flaws in other people, and yet we walk around with so many of our own flaws, hoping nobody sees them. Well, shit. If you see that person's flaws, you better believe people see yours. Some of them might even be imaginary flaws. But if we all took a step back and said, you know what, man, let that man do him. Let that woman do her. You know how much more positive your day would be? You know how much positive everyone's day would be? I know this is one of my rambling videos, but these are just the things that went through my mind as I was watching that man lay in that hospital bed, knowing that he has decades of incarceration behind him. I see him do his songs. You know, I watched the video. I'm glad I just remembered this. I watched the video the other day. He was driving down the street, and there was a homeless girl. I don't know. I think she said she was 23. She was barefoot with a t-shirt on. And she was standing outside of a yogurt place. And he drove by, saw her, parked the car, went, gave her money, bought her some yogurt so she could have something to eat, listened to what she had to say. I think people forget that. How many times do you go by a homeless person throughout your day or throughout the week or throughout the month and you don't even make eye contact with them? For those of you that do that, just understand that that homeless person probably sees hundreds, if not thousands of people a day walk past that person and not make eye contact. I always make eye contact. I say what's up to him. I offer him some food. something to drink. But Ahmed Bayoso got out of the car and fed that girl and talked to that girl and let her know, at least with him, she meant something. So when people hate on maybe he got something wrong here or there, when they're going to hate on that and then ignore the acts of kindness that he does, I think that says more about the people hating than it does about him. And I think we all need to do more acts of kindness. I promise you it's good for the soul. It'll make you feel good, man. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.